guys, it's Deidre from our Upcycled Life, and welcome to my channel and welcome to my workshop. Today I have a tutorial on how you can turn a paint tester into chalk paint for a small project. If you don't want to buy a big quart of paint, you just want a small one, and I'm going to show you how to turn it into chalk paint with a really simple recipe. I went to Home Depot and I like the Bear paint testers. You can get them in the little carousel at the paint counter, and I just picked out a color that I wanted, and because it's kind of fall themed now, I picked out a really pretty orange, and I had them mix it up for me, and I brought it home and made it into chalk paint. I'm going to show you a step-by-step tutorial how I did this. If you like thrifting, DIYs, and repurposing, you've come to the right place, and I'd love to have you follow along, so make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any great content. And also put the link below for my Facebook and my Instagram, because I'm always putting content over there on the daily of projects that I'm doing that I don't make videos on, so you don't miss out. Okay, let's get started. And this is what I bought to make into chalk paint. It's the Bear Premium Plus color sample in the matte flat. I find the matte flat is what you want to buy to make into chalk paint. And the color I bought is Tart Orange. It's a fabulous color for all your Halloween projects. And this is what you need to turn your tester into chalk paint. You're going to need some lukewarm water, your tester paint, and you're going to need some a stir stick, a bowl and a spoon, and some plaster of Paris. You're going to take 2 tablespoons of your plaster of Paris and put it in the little dish. And you're going to take 2 tablespoons of the lukewarm water and mix the plaster of Paris and the lukewarm water together. I find if you use the lukewarm water, it seems to mix it up better than just using cold water. And then you're just going to take your little stir stick and just stir it until all the lumps are gone and your plaster of Paris and your water is a smooth consistency. You can see it's kind of the same consistency as the paint would be in the tester. There's no lumps and it's nice and smooth. And now you're going to take your tester and you're going to pour half of the tester into the plaster of Paris mix. And this one had a little bit of a goopy bit in it, but that's okay. I'll stir it out smooth. And you're just going to take your little stir stick and blend in the plaster of Paris mix into your tester paint until it's all blended in together and nice and smooth. The thing I love about working with chalk paint is you don't need to have any prep work to the project that you're doing beforehand, and it adheres to glass or metal, so it kind of makes a lot more projects a lot more fun, and you don't have to worry about the paint not sticking to it. Okay, I got it all mixed up together and it looks fantastic, and I'm going to put it in a recyclable container with a lid, a yogurt container, so I can keep it fresh. It'll stay for a few weeks in this container, and I'm ready for my project. I found this coffee pot or teapot at a yard sale for 50 cents, and that's what I'm going to paint up with my chalk paint that I just made from my tester. So I'm going to put a thin coat all over it, and because it's made into the chalk paint, it's going to adhere pretty good to this metal surface. Now to make this fancy, I'm going to put some graphics on it. I use the decoupage by Deco Art in the matte finish, and I'm going to put a light coat over my graphics and then put it on my coffee pot. I have quite a few tutorials of how I make my graphics in my DIY playlist. I'll put a link below so you can go back and have a look, and you can make your own graphics at home. You're just going to press them down firmly on the project, make sure there's no air bubbles and no wrinkles, and then you're just going to let it sit overnight and let it dry before we remove the paper. Okay, I'm excited to show you these fun graphics. So you're just going to take a damp cloth and just wet it until you can just start to see the graphics come through, and then you're going to gently rub with your fingers all of the paper off, and it'll leave the graphics on your project. And it's all finished. And I took a little bit of sandpaper and kind of roughened it up around the edges just to make it more rustic looking, and we're ready for the final coat. Okay, and we're ready for the final coat. I like using this Krylon lacquer to seal it and finish your project. And there's your finished product. Wicked without coffee. Perfect to put on your kitchen table for the fall season with flowers or little pumpkin ornaments. And the chalk paint adhered really well to the metal, so the possibilities are endless. Get creating. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial on how to turn a paint tester or a color sampler into chalk paint, and I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and follow along. Have a great day.